It's true, Malaysia is the country that I've returned back to the most, and I think there's a number of reasons for that, and it's for those reasons that I want to go through with you today. So the people are definitely the number one reason why I keep coming back to Malaysia. I find the locals very friendly, very helpful, very cheerful. It helps that they can all speak good English, and certainly better English than I can speak Malaysian. And I have tried, and I've always got lots of giggles when I've made an attempt at speaking Malaysian. And I just love the people. I remember coming to this apartment complex for the first time back in, I think it was December, and I remember going to a local convenience store and asking if they sold eggs, and the guy said, "I'm sorry, we don't sell eggs." The next day I was walking by and he walked out with a tray full of eggs, and I asked how much he wanted for the eggs, and he said, "Nothing, it's a treat, welcome to Kuala Lumpur." And that blew my mind, that level of friendliness, and that really made me feel like home. It made me feel that I was wanted to be here. As a foreigner, I felt that I was welcome here, and that's really important when you're spending time in a new city. And that's the birds are chirping, and that's what I love about Malaysia, just the friendliness of the people. And that's the same throughout the country, not just in Kuala Lumpur. I found the same in Penang, in Malacca, in Putrajaya. The people are just welcoming, and that's what I love about this country. And what I also like is that it kind of leads on to the people, is it's all the different cultures. You've got the Malays, you've got the Chinese, you've got the Indians, and everybody just gets along, everybody lives together. You see Indians talking to Malay, Malay talking to Chinese, everybody just gets on. And yes, each culture has their own little communities, but together everybody gets on, and that's what I love about this country, and I wish more countries were like this. The next reason why I love living in Malaysia is the public transport, and it seriously puts countries like England to shame. Now, you can walk to a monorail station, to a light train station, to an MRT station, and within 5 to 6 minutes there will be a train there and you are on your way. A lot of the times it's even less than 5 minutes. In the UK, when I go back home, I queue for a bus, it doesn't turn up, it's 20, 30 minutes. And this country, the public transport is just fantastic, and also the buses. You know, the bus network in Malaysia is fantastic. I went to Malacca, it was very cheap to get there by bus. The buses were very reliable, very comfortable, very clean. And yeah, the public transport and being able to get around this city is fantastic. It really is. It's definitely a big bonus. The next reason is the food. I've put on a few pounds since I've arrived in Malaysia because I love Malaysian food. I love the mix of different cultures and different types of food. I love laksa, which is an acquired taste, especially when you put that fish sauce in. I love nasi lemak. Oh my god, I love nasi lemak so much. I'm gonna miss that dish when I go back to the UK. And I love biryani, lots of the clay pot curries and things like that, the Indian food. It's just a mix of different types of cuisines, and I've not eaten one bad Malaysian dish whilst I've been here. The only bad dish that I've had is fish and chips in a hotel, which gave me food poisoning. But yeah, the food is just amazing, and the food markets and street food, whilst not as big as in Thailand, there's so much choice of different types of food and so many really nice areas to get good quality food, and I love that. I can literally walk out of my apartment and there's somewhere serving the most delicious smelling food. I love Malaysia for the food. It's like, I'm gonna miss it. As a remote worker who travels, it's really important that I can connect to reliable internet, fast speeds, and that isn't a problem in Malaysia. And I've stayed in numerous cities, Kuala Lumpur being the best, but you can get normally 30 megabytes per second to 100 megabytes. And You know, fast internet is everywhere. A lot of the cafes have free internet, a lot of the parks have free Wi-Fi. And you know, SIM cards are really easy to get access to. Just take your passport to the likes of Maxis and you will get 6 gigabytes of internet for like £9, £10, which is really good, especially if you're like me and you like sharing your travels on social media. I have an unlocked mobile phone, so I just put in a SIM card and away I go. So for me as a remote worker, Kuala Lumpur and Penang and Malacca have been the perfect places for me to be able to work from. Another reason why I love Malaysia is the tropical climate, and as much as I've kind of whinged a little bit recently about the weather, about it being so warm,